Welcome to the final project of data programming. Our topic for the project is weather app using Django. So here's our team. The team includes one project manager, Vedansi Dabi, myself Jay Dalal. I am the data analyst. Shivam Shah is a developer who is responsible for creating the front end and the back end. And Aditya Koshi is the business analyst who creates the necessary documents for the proposal. So here's a quick project summary. So ours is a web application that offers users up-to-date weather data for a specific location. The app gathers information from various weather sources using web scraping and API calls and presents it in an intuitive way. The app is created with the Django framework, and weather information is gathered using APIs from websites like Open Weather Map, Weather Underground, and AccuWeather. The application uses a front-end framework to build a responsive user interface, such as Bootstrap or Materialize. Overall, the Django Weather app is a difficult project that calls for knowledge of web development, data gathering, and API. Further, my colleague Vedant will continue.
So I will give the basic overview of the app, what it uses and how we manage to integrate it. So the app uses an Open Weather API, which is an open source, of course, open source API. It consists data regarding weather conditions, what the temperature is for any particular location. So how we basically integrated it is uh, we created a key which is used in our application, like for in the URL we pasted the key and we fetch the data from the Open Weather API. Now this is basically an overview of what our website looks like. We can enter the name, add city, we can get how what the temperature is and what the weather condition is, like for example in Toronto overcast clouds, in Ajax overcast clouds, and the temperature is 36 degrees Fahrenheit and so on. Now this is basically the admin view of our website. We can add cities, delete cities, and do all the kind of stuff which an admin website is made for. We also use the Postman to track our activities, like what are the traffic and what cities we are adding, is it showing or not, and pretty much for everything. Now I will give you a live demo of how the website works. So for the website to work, we need to run a server, which I will do using python manage.py run server. Okay, it basically creates a link which I open and we are in the app. So for the demo, my colleague Shivam will continue.
So this is basically the home page of our website. So basically what does is when we enter a city name, for example, London. So what it will do, and we click on add city, it will be added at the bottom and it will show what is the current temperature, how is the weather. So currently the temperature in London is broken cloud. So it is quite cloudy out there. And moving on to the admin view. Yeah, so uh, can you refresh? Yeah, so as we can see that London has been added here, and if we want to remove London, we can just click on it and click on action, and delete the selected city, and click on go. Yes, I am sure. And then when we go to our main website, it would be removed once we refresh it. Yes, so that is the power of admin. It can delete any uh, entries given by the user. Now moving on to our code. So our main code is in the views.py. So for our backend, as you can see that we have used SQLite 3, which goes well with Django, and this is our code for. So basically what views.py does is it first imports necessary libraries and all the necessary form data which is required. It defines a function named index that takes in and request objects and renders a template named index.html, which is the base, which is the front end of our website, which we can see it is basically a simple HTML code with a little bit of CSS. Then it says sets the API, which is the URL which we are using. Then, if the request method is post, it instantiates a city form object with request.post data and saves the data if the form is valid. And it iterates over each city in the list of cities and requests weather information from the API using the city name. It then parses JSON response from the API and extracts the city name, temperature, and description, which we can see on the main page that is our website. Yeah. So that is it from us today. Thank you, and it was a great project.